Mic on. Sounds of planes flying overhead. Audio recording. Okay, I think that's everything we need. Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. How we all doing? Sorry, there's a stretch. Oh. Oh God, I'm tired. Let me get my mic set up so I don't sound god awful. You know when you just do nothing all day and you still feel tired? It's probably from doing nothing all day, but yeah. Trader thought you didn't stream on 420. How dare you not stream on that legendary day? Hey, I had friends over. I had friends over. It's been a while since I've seen them. Not to mention I was really busy on Friday and I was just, ugh. Also, if anyone is wondering what the song is in the description of this video, it is Boulevard of Broken Dreams by yeah, it's just Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. What did you eat for breakfast? I had a bowl of cereal and some orange juice. And if you're wondering why I put Boulevard of Broken Dreams as the description, well, it's because I walk a lonely road today. I am not with my Cursed Trains viewing partner / amigo, Mike. D-Man sent me $12. That factually isn't Boulevard of Broken Dreams. What do you mean? Like, oh, let me... I just typed in the lyrics to Boulevard of Broken Dreams into Google, and that's what came up. So, and I just copied and pasted it. Boom. Oh, it's Holiday. Oh, is the official song called Holiday? Whatever, I'm not changing it now. I've committed to the bit, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Thanks for $2. ToT Berlin stream when? As in I go to Berlin? I guess I could go to Berlin. But yeah, Mike isn't on this stream this week. Because you might be interested to hear that Mike is actually currently, I believe, in London. God knows what's happening to him. I think he's here as part of like his university. I think they're doing a trip to see various art museums and whatnot. But at the moment, Mike is currently in London, so he's not able to stream tonight. Or I know he's in the south of England at least. Hopefully, fingers crossed, me and him will get to meet up in person. But because he's over here as part of like a university trip, he's not got too much free time. Otherwise, we'd probably be hanging out for quite a while. So, yeah, that's where Mike is at the moment. River, on the other hand, I don't know. Last time I was talking to him on Discord, he was talking about how he had some like classified government documents, and he just got cut off mid-conversation. So I don't think we'll be seeing him for a while. But aside from that, we are going to look at some cursed trains. Take it easy this stream. Probably not going to be a long one. I always keep saying it's probably not going to be a long stream, and then these end up being like 2.5 hours. I'm trying to keep this short and concise, just because I can. Let's pop open OBS, and yay! This is where we were last time, I believe. We were looking at this. Hold on, if I click that, that zooms in, right? Yes, there we go. Paige Wilder, My Office Still Stands, collab, train of thought. Not this stream. I'm just going to take it easy this stream. Had a busy few weeks. A little bit stressed. YouTube views haven't been doing well. But that's... I was going to say that's none of my business. It's entirely my business. It's my job. But... I just want to take this stream slow. It's always the tipping off point. I never know when to transition from just rambling introductions to actually just streaming the content. Oh, let me just... Okay, just making sure my microphone is the correct mic. Wait, let me check if I get real close to the mic. Yep, okay, yep. So it's happened before on a stream where I've had to use my webcam recently. That's got a built-in mic, and that's still plugged in, so sometimes OBS just changes to my webcam mic for no real reason. And my audio sounds like utter ass. So, train of thought, troll everyone, just never start streaming the content. What, so we just sit staring at this page for about an hour and a half? And then I say thanks for tuning in, guys, and I just quit. Hey, that would actually be a really funny idea. That would be a great April Fool's stream, I'll give it that. Aye. Okay, let me just move that. Just arrange some tabs. And we can start scrolling down. From deleted user, a little bit of eye candy. That's nice looking. Don't know why you're posting nice train pictures in the cursed trains chat. That's Eminem question mark. I do agree. I don't understand what's cursed, but hey ho. Converted from 3-foot to standard gauge. Oh my god. That boy. Look at that boy. I don't know if I can really add anything to this other than what a lad. He's just so chunky. More technically though, I just love how wide he is and how low slung the boiler is. It looks like a theme park attraction. You know when they put like the diesel, like they've got like in a theme park they've got like a diesel engine to take you around the park on, and they dress it up like a steam engine. The boiler's so low slung, it kind of looks like that's what they're trying to do. But at the same time, it's legit. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I do like a low slung boiler. I like a low slung boiler. That's not bad. Normal day in a Mexican yard. What? I'm trying to figure out what's cursed about this image. It's taking me a hot second. I mean, this couple are here. That's... I can't say that looks safe. Thanks for the hot dog, D-Man. These two are just having a quick natter about something. I don't know what's going on with this cab here. Why they've got, like... What do you call these? You know how people don't have doorways in their house? They have, like, those hanging beads. The cab has no firebox. Well, you can't... Well, no, because if you look, it's just a bunch of, like, string hanging down between, like, this part of the back of the cab. Like, that's not a solid bit of metal. That's, like, just... Again, I don't know what it is. It's just strips of fabric. Not curtains. Again, it's like those bead doorways some people have in their house. Some people are saying the side rods are cursed. They don't look cursed. They look like it's internal cylinders. Well, either it's got inside cylinders or it's just not got its outside cylinders on, which I highly doubt. I think it was converted to diesel. Oh, so this engine was converted to diesel, I guess? It's cursed for North America, okay. But, speaking of Mexico, the first steam engine to fully cross Canada, the US and Mexico was Canadian Pacific Hudson 2816. Will go the distance this May. Ah. The other locomotive also appears to have the curtain thing. I don't know what it is about, like, these weird curtains on these Mexican locomotives. I mean, I can't argue. I remember reading somewhere it was, I think it was... I want to say Garrett engines, like the big ones they had in Australia. There were several shipped to, I believe, India. It was some part of Asia. I can't remember where it was, but a lot of the railway workers were Sikh, and they deck out like the cabs of their engines. Like they put lino floors in the cabs, like you'd have like lino in the kitchen, and they'd like decorate their cabs and basically turn the cabs of their engines into essentially mobile temples. They kept their engines pristine. I remember reading that somewhere. So that's interesting to think about. Let's keep going. We've had this climby boy from a German book. This fella... I'm going to zoom in real quick. Why does he got so many wheels? Hold on. It's hard to see because it's such a tiny image. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And presumably more, but I counted 20 wheels. The Centipede. I'm guessing that's its official name. It's a Baldwin Centipede. Streamlined Centipede. There's at least like 7 wheels. Yeah, you got that. I think 7 might be a bit of... I think 7 might be a bit of an understatement. Or an underestimation. However you want to call it. Don't know why you'd need to give an engine that many wheels, but okay. We've got this as well, which that doesn't look too bad. I do like what I'm assuming is like an old garden deck chair or something at the back here. Just like a diesel engine with a tender. That's... Obviously diesel engines don't need tenders, but this kind of pulls it off. I don't know why, it just kind of works for me. Yeah, I wouldn't call that cuss, that's fine. Let's go. Hey, the Hurricane. This is... I've got to do a video on this. It's just, I know the thumbnail's going to definitely be a weird, hard one. But, like, what an idea for an engine. Just, okay, we can't fit the driving wheel onto where the boiler is. What are we going to do? Do you not think the driving wheel's too big? Nah. I'm going to bolt it to another frame in front of the main engine and like, hot damn. Oh, someone's moving about. That's an absolute... That's an ingot on wheels is what that is. That's just an iron bar on wheels. I do remember, I think Chris Eden Green did a video on these actually. Because I remember when I went to London, when he was doing the reveal of all like his American stuff. And he did, you know, he did a video on these shunting engines. Which was fantastic, by the way. Roommates are banging about, ignore them. Okay, so I get this is just a legit design for a shunting engine, but why is it so clean? Like, it's just too tidy. It's a saddle tank, and like the smoke box doesn't quite fill out the arch under the saddle tank. So it looks like it's wearing a bigger tank than it needs. It's just too clean. And like the cab looks like it's set lower than it should be. Like, look at the overhang on that cab. If both the driver and fireman jumped at the same time, the front wheels would lift off the ground. I'm willing to make that bet. Oh boy. So we've got a Santa Fe engine and someone has recolored it with Santa Fe. Oh god. Like, I can see the livery working, but with the shading it is god awful. Oh god, this is why cell shading doesn't always look that great. Everyone has struggles that you may not know. Just because someone seems fine doesn't mean they are. For example, they may secretly be a Train of Thought fan. Oh god. If you're a fan of my content, I have nothing but... I feel so sorry for you. How you ended up here, I do not know. I just pray you make a swift recovery. This for a Mexican soccer team. Oh god. Most normal looking Thomas character right here. Jesus. I also just love the four-wheeled tender out the back here. Like, it doesn't look like a proper tender compared to the rest of the locomotive. Like, they've just taken a little slate truck and bolted it to the back there. I don't know why we've had a sudden influx of a lot of Mexican engines, but who cares? They're still cursed. God, and it's It's the fact that it's got no pony wheels. It's got, like, no trailing wheels, no guide wheels. Like, God, that thing must have some horizontal play. It must shimmy an awful lot, right? Hi, train of thought. I'm making a quilt. Oh, that's adorable. Keep us updated. If you're in the Discord, post that into stream highlights. I want to know how your quilt comes on. But Matt, I mean, the design alone is cursed enough for me, but it's the fact that it's just solid blue. And they've done, I imagine, like, obviously it's weathered, but when this came out, they would have done a pretty solid job of painting that in its colours. Hey, let's keep going. Oh, that is such a stumpy boiler. Is the fun... Hold on. Oh, God, no. This is starting to confuse me now. So you've got the funnel here where the driver is. So that implies that ends the smoke box, that ends the firebox, but obviously given this chunk here, this is the firebox. How is it? Oh no, I don't like this. It's an interesting engine. I like how bare bones it is, but dear God, I do not like it. I'm moving up. Yes, that engine is on fire. Is this Corey in the House? I never watched Corey in the House, but I think that's Corey in the House, right? Someone please correct me. Yeah, it's Corey in the House. It's Corey, you need to... I mean, I think that was one of the scrapped episodes where he, goes train spotting, and that's kind of how it ends. Another Mexican... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I gotta zoom in on this. This is fantastic. Having just the quad bike. Now, I respect this more. I respect this more than if they tried to, like, dress it up as another engine. Nah, they just said, we need to tow some passengers around what is presumably some kind of, like, theme park or whatever. I know how we're gonna do it. You got that old quad bike still, Stu? Yeah, I got the quad bike. Bring it over. Bring it to the shed. I'm gonna bolt some wheels onto it. Now, what I wonder is, does this go in a loop, like a lot of like parks do, where they just have like the train tracks go in a big loop, or does it come to the end of the line and he either has to turn it around and couple onto the other end, or he just reverses back the entire way? That'd be fun. That's fun to think about. Also, I'm going to have to buy myself a quad bike and fit it with the appropriate wheels. Hopefully wide enough to go on to some kind of local railway. Any Canadians here? I'm not sure that's a Canadian Pacific engine. Something just seems off. I'm not entirely sure. Oh my God, River is in chat? What? He's alive. River, I thought when you were talking about those classified government documents you had, that when you cut out on the call, I thought the government finally got you. Are you okay? Blink twice if you're currently in a federal cell. He survived the Disney cops. Hey, I'm the one who survived the Disney cops. You know, it's interesting actually. After I got that stream taken down by Disney, the next 2 videos I uploaded, it could just be because no one cared about the video content, but the 2 videos I uploaded after that stream, they did abysmally in terms of views. So I know there's a chance Disney might be onto me. There's a chance. I could just be a paranoid YouTube guy who's trying to look for some kind of scapegoat for why his videos didn't perform these last 2 weeks, but hey, you know. Oh, sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling, by the way. I've not eaten properly all day, so I'm going to have to eat after this stream. That's, but yeah, that's definitely, that's a Canadian engine. Surely. Obviously. Moving on. I think we had this already, but bruh. Never. It's just the perfect image. You know, I'm gonna pin this image because I like it so much. Let me pin it real quick. Pin it. It's just the perfect encapsulation. Because it's like the grey. It's not just that it says bruh, but it's the fact that like the sky is grey, the image is kind of blurry. It's just a vibe, and I really appreciate it. I don't know who took that picture, but I want to give them some money. I think we've had this already, this just engine that keeps getting more and more ludicrous the more you look at it. That's... You see, I don't know how to feel about this, because I feel like this is on display, so they've just prettied it up for display. They've put in like a nice, vibrant red coat of paint. It's a Plymouth engine. But then they've just stuck this impractically long cowcatcher onto the front. Like, did someone say give money? No one said give money, D-Man. But I appreciate you for... I appreciate, like, the schizophrenic urge for you to give me sad money. Thank you very much. Well, I don't know if you're... I don't know if you can see on the stream if the quality's that good, but if you look at the tip of this plow here, that is razor sharp. Like that... I've seen needles in, like, a doctor's office that don't come to a sharper point as that. I don't know what the purpose of this cowcatcher is, if it's a cowcatcher, but like, that is deadly, that little point right there. That's designed to kill a man, no wonder it's red. Hey, remember the Tasmanian 8-cylinder Garretts? The what? Oh my god. The amount of steam pouring out of this lad, good Christ. Oh my goodness gracious, that's 20... What currency is that? TBH? THB? I mean, thank you, K. Reshi. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you. Someone's saying bro's hotboxing. If I've seen a hotboxing engine, that's it. You've just got steam pouring out the front. You've got steam pouring out of, like, the middle of it here in front of the smoke box. You've got steam pouring out of, like, the cylinders at a random point here. Steam pouring out the back cylinders. Steam pouring out, like, behind the bunker. This bitch is raring for a fight, is what he is. Oh, someone said that's Thai currency, and according to Google, that's about 45 cents. I still appreciate the donation. I appreciate anyone that can donate a minuscule amount of money while making it look like a massive amount of money. Not to call the donation minuscule. I'm sorry if that's offensive. I appreciate all donations, small and large. Your money is very graciously accepted, and I humbly thank you for being here on this stream. Give him 500 yen. If someone does that, if they're like, give me like $1,000 in some very inflated currency and it's like barely a penny. Oh, hot damn, that's $10 US. Thank you. Is it Sathale or is it Sathale? Is it Sathale or Sathale? Either way, I like the dragon in your profile picture, by the way. That's pretty cool. $1 billion Zimbabwean money. What, me give him 100,000 Vietnamese dong? That's $3.95. Shathale. Okay, thank you, Shathale. $1 trillion. You just finding new ways to mess with me. Oh boy. Hey! One of the coronation engines. It's so weird seeing this. Because you look at the coronation engines, you see these amazing, streamlined, beautiful locomotives. And then you open the doors at the front and it's just, surprise, steam locomotive, just right there. Like, it's so surreal when you look at them. Also, like, how the coupling, like the hook and the link, they're just receded into the casing. Because, like, you've got to have them there for coupling and shunting. But the fact they've just receded it into the casing, it's just... It's weird. Hey, trolley bus. I can't tell if this is a vehicle. I can't tell if this was at any point like a car that was just put onto the tracks, or if this is just something. Nah, actually, never mind. The more I look at it, this was scratch built. This was completely scratch built. I want one though. I really like it. You know, considering this is meant to be a cursed train stream, a lot of these pictures I'm really liking the look of. Like, if I was waiting for the tram and this thing pulled up, and there was just a really, like, scruffy-looking driver, but he had a big smile on his face, and he just said, "We're off to there," I'd say, oh, yeah, I'm getting on this. This looks fun as hell. Better than the Pacer, though. This is what the Pacer would be if it didn't put up the front that it is some kind of, like, luxury. No, I wouldn't say Pacers never pretend to be luxury, but like there's some kind of formal and modern mode of transportation. Like, if Pacers just had this aesthetic of sheet metal and like, it looks like it's been built in someone's garage, then I think everyone would have loved the Pacers a lot more. Because they would have given them a certain kind of charm, you know? Why am I imagining this as an ice cream truck? You know, now you say that. Now that you say that. I've just had an idea now. What if we build one of these and take it to, like, the Talyllyn Railway or something? Or we find... I don't know, there's just a bunch of heritage railways in Wales. I don't know, maybe either the Festiniog or the Welsh Highland. And we just trundle up and down, like, following behind passenger trains. Or just going ahead. and we just hand out ice cream. I think that'd be great. Just going to the tally clean and with an ice cream van, just swapping out the wheels. That looks fun. Oh. That's just a boiler on wheels. Like, that doesn't... I don't see a cylinder anywhere, so that looks more like a boiler test to me than it does a means of driving whatever this is. Why is bro built like a cannon? That... I see it. I kind of get it. I get what you mean. Aren't all trains boilers on wheels? You know what I meant. This is a boiler on some kind of trailer chassis thing. It doesn't look like it drives anything. So this looks like a boiler test. It's going on an engine, but they made the boiler for... Yeah, I was right. In fairness though, isn't me... That firebox is pretty dinky compared to the rest of the boiler. Unless that's how big the rest of the smoke box is. I don't know, the firebox usually takes up like a good third of the size of the whole length of the boiler. Or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Wouldn't be a cursed train stream without some crummy Photoshop. It's clean, they've cleanly applied it, but like there's the cab there, and there's also the cab there. And you've kind of... Sorry, D-Man said bro is built like a cigarette. And I kind of see it. Oh god, what else? We've got CSX? I think it's CSX, but it's got the British Railways logo on it. I'm not gonna lie, I think... You know what? I think the blue, yellow, and the BR logo, that works. CXS, sorry. Got them the wrong way around. But you know what? That looks good. Honestly, that fits. It's not amazing, and that's probably going to piss off a lot of railroad enthusiasts in the States, but it looks fine. Right? That's not just me. I'm going to keep going. Ah yes, the coffee pot traction. Oh god. Oh god. That... Oh god. I've seen jank before, but that is jank. Oh, sweet Morden. Oh god. I want to know how fast that thing goes. I know traction engines, like, as my recent video, traction engines, they rarely go past, like, 5 or 6 miles an hour. I mean, in the right situation, you could probably push one up to about 10. I want to know how fast this goes, though. Because it's either the most painfully slow thing in the world, or it goes like the clappers. Like, someone standing on the back of that doing, like, 20 miles an hour. I would pay to watch someone do that. Good God. It's just how janky it is as well. This is where the driver presumably stands. There's no railing. There's no safety. Like, there isn't really much on traction engines anyway, but the fact there's, like, nowhere for you to, like, no seat, no, like, railing to catch yourself on. You are just holding on to the wheel and praying you don't fall off. That is... Put that cow catcher from earlier on. Yeah, that probably works. before safety was invented. No, because I'm fairly certain these wheels were invented around the same time safety, like the general concept of workplace safety, was put into practice. Looks like you could buy it for $120 at a farmer's market. It does, though. I was on about that little rail car earlier, looking like it was built in someone's garage. Now, this was built in someone's garage. And I want to shake the hands of the person that did it. Good God. This is real. The TTC, the Toronto Transit Commission, had installed this rocket-looking device onto subway vehicles. What? What is that? And what is it for? Are they just decided to add thrusters to these cars, or what? Get down, he has a gun. Or is this in the event that, like, as this is going downtown, and, like, some guy with a bunch of, like, octopus tentacles attached to his back is fighting Spider-Man, and Spider-Man gets knocked off, and the brakes fail on this train for whatever reason? Is this just full of, like, Spider-Man webbing, and, like, the reason there's, like, little gaps around the edge here is they'll just spray out, stick to the buildings? So instead of Spider-Man having to hold on, this just does it for you? If anything, actually I'm squinting. I see a face. That's not just me, right? I'm squinting, I can kind of see a face. Hold on, I've got a plan. I'm gonna just try something real quick. You guys better not bully me for this. One sec. I'm seeing a face. I'm getting a screen grab here. I don't think you guys can see on the stream, but I'm gonna doodle something over real quick. So you've got an eye here. An eye... Actually, let me get rid of that. You got a big old nose. Another eye kind of here. That's a face. That's a face. That is a face. One sec, let me post this in stream highlights real quick. That's a face, right? You're seeing that now, right? I'm not crazy. Am I going crazy? I think I might be going crazy. Eh? Oh. Let's catch up to where we were. But, like, you're seeing it now, right? I need to go outside more. I think I need to touch more grass. Oh, God. I'm losing it. You made the face less visible, dog. How the fuck? Oh, God. Let's move on. Oh. That's not... Again, not a lot of fully, truly cursed pictures this stream. This is nice. I like this. Just a bunch of traction engines moving an old shunting engine to presumably its new home. Fingers crossed that's getting restored. If anyone knows where this engine is, fingers crossed. Yeah, it's not cursed. Everyone's like, oh, they're carrying a rusted old steam engine. Well, presumably, they're taking it somewhere to be put on display or restored or something. It's a kidnapping. Actually, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if they stole that engine, but because they're all on steam tractors, they're all on traction engines, no one questions it. Because, oh yeah, they're all clearly steam enthusiasts. They're probably just doing a little bit of a parade piece. So we might have hard evidence here, guys. We might have been witness to a crime. What in the blue? What in the blue battered hell is that? Is that meant to be like a bus? Or is that one of those like road trams that just follows like sensors on the road? What is that? Yeah, it is a door wedge. I'm guessing it's like a bendy bus. Like, I don't like it. Be a bus or be a tram. Pick a lane. Ugh. A logging thing from Russia, I think. The Dinky Mobile. It sure is, D-Man. Logging in... Which wheels are powered? Or is this just meant to be like a... Oh no, it's the rear wheels are powered because it's got this band here. Okay, I see that now. You know, as logging engines go, this isn't the most cursed thing I've seen. I want to see the real version of this, and I want to know how practical it was. Because it's got, like, you know, the two flywheels here, so presumably it was also used to power stationary equipment. The gears on the front and the back, if it was for logging, I'm assuming those are some kind of winch. Possibly a winch, I don't know. Could be wrong. The real question is, where does the driver stand? Unless this is meant to be like a stationary engine, but not a stationary engine. It's meant to be one of those like portable engines they have on farms, but they just fixed it to rails, and you only need the throttle, and you need the forward, reverse, regulator, and the brake, just to move it about the yard. It could be on the top of the boiler as well. It doesn't look like there's anywhere for the person to stand. Also, this great big belt here, you just catch your sleeve on that and your hand's gone. I don't know if you've ever been to I don't know if you've ever been to those like museums, or if you live in England at least, like those museums or those mills that still have like all the old milling equipment in from like the Industrial Revolution. But they just have these bands spinning free. You catch your sleeve on that, your arm's gone. It's just gone. You know, so I don't know. I like it though. There's a certain charm to its jankiness. Canada is on some form of meth. Why? Why a 444? Well, that's big enough to be a Pacific. Hell, never mind a Pacific. What's the Mikado? A Mikado layout where it's 284 or is it? Yeah, it's 284 or 282 or one of those kind of layouts. It's big. Why? I don't understand this choice. Mikado is a 282. Yeah, it's 282. One of these was the fastest engine in Canada. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282. 282 It could have been fast and a hell of a lot more powerful if you made it a 282 or, again, a Pacific 462. And the streamlining as well. You've got it sort of... You've got good streamlining kind of here with this front part going up the sides. But then there's like... It doesn't look cursed, but it's confusing me. And I don't like it. What's the next one? Okay, that's... You still need to... The streamlining has a bit of a ways to go there at the front. Let me just make this bigger for you. The streamlining still has a bit of a ways to go at the front here. But, you know, you might want to streamline the tender as well, but it's an improvement compared to the last one. I'll give it that. Not amazing, but an improvement. And the next one. Oh, sweet Morden, what is this? You can't see the front of it. I mean, in fairness, the stream cuts off the image about where you want to see it. What on earth? I've got to do a video on this. Good grief. That's an 0660. What was this built for? Is this just like a banking engine or something? What the hell is this? Let's move on. Okay, so that's presumably... Alright, that's looks to be another version of the engine we've seen in front. That previous one. Okay. Let me make this bigger for you guys at home. Again... I don't understand it. We need a bigger switching engine. Don't tell me these were switching engines. Like, these were used to just shunt cars in yards. It's got boobs. I mean, it's got two of these cylinders at the front. I wouldn't call them boobs, though. Pecs, maybe? More of pecs than anything, but God. Okay, and... Alright, this is a return to normality. It's weird, I'll give you that, having a 2680. I've seen weirder Mallets. It's weird, but I've seen weirder. This is relatively normal compared to the others we've seen previously. Have you seen the locomotion motion boob wagon? What? I don't know what that is, and I'm not sure I do want to know. Can I even show that on stream? That sounds rather dirty. 210.4. Big firebox. But again, not too cursed. A lot of American locomotives would be cursed by British standards just for the sheer proportions of them alone. Like, there's a photo of Flying Scotsman next to a Big Boy when Flying Scotsman was touring America. And the sheer size difference... Like, Flying Scotsman is one of the bigger engines to have ran on British railways. Like, Pacifics were about as big as we really went. And then you got just big boys. which, if you guys were in the States were still using steam... At some point, you'd just be like, eh. I have a riddle for you. Which American railroad likes to double head 484s with 462s the most? As in currently? Or used to? Looked it up, the boob wagon should be fine on stream. I'll tell you what then. The Frisco Railroad had 2 882s for switching. Everyone's just donating to give me information. ToT, look! This is the information you need! Aye. And then there's just Jordan C. Productions. The Milwaukee Road. But no, I don't know which American railroad used to double head its engines like that. I know Union Pacific. There's a video, I think, of Union Pacific with, like, I don't know if it's 2 big boys, but it was definitely 2 Malay engines double heading, and it's crazy. Oh, someone said it was Grand Trunk. Interesting. Looked it up, the boob wagon should be fine on stream. Tell you what, put it in stream highlights. D-Man, you have permission to put it in stream highlights and ping me. Can you watch the Train Killers? Maybe later. I do absolutely love that. It's one of my favourite YouTube poops ever made. And it's the reason I watched The Lady Killers, which in and of itself is a fantastic movie. If you can find a copy of The Lady Killers anywhere, the original one, not like the 2004 remake, it's god-awful, but the original 1950s Lady Killers. Great movie. Let's zoom back out. Forgot this existed. New York Central, streamline. I guess the Rexall train, just slapping that on the side doesn't look too great. But you know what? It's probably because the photo's in black and white, or it's got like no real colour to it. It doesn't look that bad. It's not great. The drug train. Oh, is Rexall... I'd had no idea what Rexall is. Is Rexall like a drug? Oh god, if that's the case... Uh-oh. I should hope that train is painted blue. Oh dear. It's a drug store. Okay. D-Man sent me the boob training. Oh, for God's sake. Guys, grow up. They're tanker cars. They're just tanker cars, guys. You don't need to call them the boob train. It's fine. And if we're going to be honest about this, they're more like balls anyway. Back to cursed trains. Oh Lord, where did we leave off? Alright, let's catch up. Here we are. We were just about here. Aye. This shouldn't exist. Oh, no. What's with the lighting? Okay, there's a person in there, so this is an actual system people are using. But for a second, just like the way like everything is so clean and whatnot, for a moment I thought this was AI generated, and I got really weirded out. I mean, I'll be fair. Like, steel on steel is the best, but there is a case to be made, and I will say that this works. Like, if you've got a metro like this and it's steep, or like it's heavy and it needs more traction, or if it just climbs gradients, honestly, this is not a bad solution. It's not great, but like, it certainly makes maintenance a lot easier. You don't have to have like special road rail vehicles. You can just drive this into the shed and it's fine. I don't like it. It's weird seeing a train with car tires, but I understand it, which is fine. Ooh, that is... I don't really react a lot to the livery ones, but that is a choice. I can't tell if I like it or hate it. Because I like this, like, milk chocolate brown it's got going on. I like that. Yeah, but the stripes don't line up, which just makes it look terrible. I don't know. I am a sucker for a nice milk chocolate brown. You know? Like, some of the engines in the National Railway Museum have this kind of colour on them, or like parts of them is this colour on their livery, and I really like it, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna have to move on. That's... oof. Hey! I might do a video on these, actually. Just because, like, the clickability of this. I was like, why do trains have cat ears? Well, no, they're air brakes. The whole point of these is they pop out and they increase the friction. Just provide more wind resistance to help slow the train down. But it does look like they've got cat ears. Hey, if I do make a video on that, I'll get the furries on board. Not that, like, the railway enthusiast circle is in need of more furries. Not that there's a problem with furries. I'm gonna stop talking before I dig myself a grave. Santa Fe, that's... I'm not familiar with the livery. I don't hate it. There are probably people who are like, oh god, this is an awful livery, but I don't hate it. It might be one of those where it's the actual locomotives are troublesome and that is the cursed thing, but you know what? That's nice. Can't say it's my favourite livery, but it doesn't look terrible. Reminds me of cheese. Doesn't remind me of cheese, but... I'll tell you what it looks like. You ever seen those tubs of I can't believe it's not butter? I was struggling to place it, but it's got that kind of colour scheme because it's got the dark blue and the butter yellow. And it looks like... It should say on the side, I can't believe it's not butter. Or it looks like it's... I'm not going crazy, right? I can't believe it's not BNSF. I prefer actual butter. Me too. Lurpak is the way to go. The only problem is it's rock solid when you get it out of the fridge. I hate it. What do we got here? Oh, that is gaudy. That is... I want to say kitsch, but I'm not sure kitsch is the right word. Oh, God. This looks like it's been... This looks like it was painted in the 80s. It is a hot dog. You're right, it is a hot dog. There's just to be a giant pair of hands with a great big bun is going to come down and put that in, like, between a bun. And cover it with ketchup and mustard. It's already got the ketchup and mustard on it. Aye. It's like you've got like the little red ring around the wheels as well, which on any other livery might look really nice, but oh god. I don't like it. That is awful. Ay ay ay. What else we got? Oh, those liveries. I'm not liking them. They're not awful, but I'm not liking them. They're on a kind of mid ground. I'm moving on. Yeah, I think we've seen this posted earlier, which is just a solid Photoshop. Like, don't ask me to explain why this is unrealistic. I'm not. It's just a solid Photoshop, and I like that. Unstreamlined J class. That is a boy. He's just... I don't want to get demonetized, but why is he so girthy? Why is the boiler so thick, you know? He's just a chunky boy. Just a real chunky boy. Oh dear, looks like you've taken some bad coal. Oh. I'm guessing this is just them doing a boiler test, but there's something about just seeing an entire steam locomotive completely covered in rust. I don't know. But there's also some kind of charm about them being covered in rust but still steaming. You know? Also, be careful with that with that forklift there. I think. Yeah, I was about to say we don't want another 475 moment with that forklift, so be careful. What else we got here? Again, it's just another square fellow. For a moment, I thought this picture was AI generated, just because I don't know if you can see. It's not, obviously, but let me. It's just, there's clearly another guy just either stood on the tender or holding on to, like, just sorting something out here. But it looks like this guy had, like, an arm coming out of his head for just a split second. And I was just like, hang on, is this AI? It's not. But still, for a brief moment. What are those aliens from Rick and Morty? The ones with, like, the hands come out, the Gazorpazorp or whatever they are? I thought it was engines being driven by a Gazorpazorp. This is just a van. And you'd be damn right. Oh, God. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Like, don't get me wrong, this is sleek. The fact, it's pretty low to the ground. Yeah, it's low to the ground. I don't know. For something like this to appeal, it has to be electric. Because if you put an engine in this, it's just going to shake and shudder. Also, someone says it has a face. He has a happy face, though. He does. I kind of see it. Let me do a screen grab real quick, and let me see if I can draw a smiley face on this guy. Because he's got these, like, really small eyes. But he's got this great big, like, derpy grin. Oh, let me just... It looks like he should be drooling a little bit. It looks like he's just smiling, going, "Hey, I'm a chain. I'm a chain." But look at that fella. It's an evil smile. It looks like Megatron. It's not Megatron. I'm putting it in stream highlights real quick. Yeah, you see, someone's already put in stream highlights. I was about to do the same thing. Look at that. Look at that fellow. I'd take a picture with him. He looks like he's just got a great big smile on his face. I love him. Although, now someone's pointed this out, I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Oh god, now it's ruined now. It's a lizard. It is a lizard. Oh no. Oh boy, where are we? Oh god, there's planes, trains. Alright, here we go. Back to... Where is the boy? There's the boy. Aye. Hey, Fontaine engine. You were a goddamn mistake. This little guy. It looks like... I think... Is this one of those things they use when they're putting, like... They're shunting carriages onto turntables, or like single wagons that need turning around? They just use these. Someone's saying the L train. The chair. It is just an L, but no, the L's the wrong way around. But yeah, it is an L. Tetris L block, a literal L. So the Chair Express, the high chair. Laptop locomotive. Oh dear. I love it. It's cute. I like it. What is this? Why is it so small? Let's zoom in. I can't read what that says. It's got the little hook on it, so it's meant to be a model train. But I can't read what it says. Now, so if you're gonna post in cursed trains, please at least make whatever it is you're trying to read. I think it might say Trans-Australian on it. Which, good for them for coming out. Transcontinental? It doesn't look like an L at the end there. I think it does say, yeah, I see an STR, so I think it's Trans-Australian. Which again, good for... I support them. I support them for finding themselves. Petition for L train or one of the trains with faces that ToT drew to become a server emoji. Yeah. We can make the L train. Oh, I want to pin the L train real quick. Pin message. L train is going to become an emoji sooner or later. What else we got here? We've just got... Please. Please. The big boys were big enough. Science is going too far. Hold on, so that's a 488488 engine. That's too much power. That's not a big boy anymore, it's just big. It's not big boy, it's gigantic Greg. The man. It's no longer a boy, it's just a man. That's... Good God, you thought big boys were powerful enough. This bad boy slaps roof of engine. Let me wet my whistle real quick. Let's see, we've got this one here, which is just another Norfolk and Western engine that's just been extended way too long. It's too big. It's too big. Ugh. These paint schemes are messed up. Is that messed up? Painting the smoke box is always going to be weird to me, but honestly, the black, red, and blue, I wouldn't call that messed up. I like it. Again, a blue smoke box looks weird. It should be silver. But it doesn't look awful. It hits different. You're right, it hits different. This next one... Whoa. Oh, no. It's hard to place because it looks like they're still working on the engine. There's parts that are still rusted over that clearly need to repaint. Again, I don't know how to feel about a blue smoke box, but I do like the red, white, and black they've got on like the wheels, on like the running boards. It's weird. And I don't know how to feel about it. I want to see this when it's completed. I want to see this when like the tender's done and the cab's done and these patches on the boiler are done as well. I want to see the finished product. But otherwise, I just like the red, white, and black wheels. I do love that. Also, yes, mustard train there behind it. And hey, you know what? There's a little too much colour going on, but I do like them painting like these borders here, like the amount of detail they've got on the borders. They've got like some detail on the dome, they've got like a nice star painted on the smoke box. Honestly, they've painted the brake blocks. They've outlined the brake blocks. And the side rods, they've got like an outline on that. I like that. Again, it's not... Oh, he's got a fish on. Yeah, someone pointed out he's got a little fish on as well. Honestly, and a potted plant. The more you look, the better it gets. Honestly, I like that. I think the boiler should be, say, like a plain blue, same as the side tanks in the cab. But that'd look really nice. This guy says these paint schemes are messed up, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just really tired, but they're looking good. What? It's just what? This looks like GTA. I was about to say this looks like it's GTA. Why is there a big boy at the back? Why is there a steam engine at the back of the train? I don't... The council is on the move. There are secret meetings that must be had with the elders. They're an armed escort for this engine or something. I don't know. I don't understand. What else we got? We've just got the D. I don't understand what this is, but it's certainly... I think it's just a single metro carriage. I think that's all it is. It's weird though, because I think this is meant to be a subway car, but it's got a pantograph on it. Like it's taking power from overhead instead of the rails. It's weird. Oh yeah, sorry. Can we get a D in chat, please? Can we get a D? More D's in chat, thank you. But someone says D mean oh, it's D-Man's private train. I thought for a moment it was a private train. No, it's just not enough D's. Can we get more D's in the chat? Oh god, that's gonna get taken out of context. Okay, stop showing me your D's, guys. I don't need any more D's. I'm covered in D's. I can't move for them. Oh god, how long will it take? I'm gonna end this innuendo here and move on. Whoops! That. Oh god! How did. How? Well, I know it's a game, so it probably makes sense in the game. How though? I'm trying to figure out how you did this because given the position of it, it looks like it was running like backwards. It was running this end first. Well, maybe it was. Oh god, that is. I mean, road traffic's going to be blocked off for a few days. Good grief. You hate to see it. Wow. That is crisp. I mean, let's zoom in on this. Good grief. I'm not keen on the colour, but the outlining. It's just solid outlines. Like the hard contrast of the black and the light grey. Okay, Smokebox is black. We can all agree Smokebox has got to be black. Maybe that's just because I'm used to British engines, but that's the way I see it. And then I don't know, you could go for a nice. I'm just trying to think what colour would fit this. Like a forest green with like this black outlining. That looks crisp. It looks weird as hell when like the whole engine is like a matte colour like this, but legit, I'm more impressed than I think that's cursed. This has not been a very cursed stream. Oh, never mind. I think he's a little eager to, I think he just wanted some juice. He just wanted some juice, I guess. Oh no. He was thirsty. I guess he was. What I like as well is if you look at this little light as the eyes, it's just looking dead ahead, like he's just trying to suss out the menu. Oh Lord. He just wants a drink. I've got orange juice in the fridge. Orange juice is good. I like it. Now, I'm not sure that's... Now, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but this does not like the sort of car British Airways uses. Because the cars British Airways use tend to have like those big bits of metal sticking out the side. You know, the wings. I think, chaps. I think now this is gonna be very embarrassing as soon as someone points this out. I think what they've done is they've painted a train with the British Airways logo. Oh god, I'll be travelling on British Airways this July for my connecting flights in the UK. Oh, you coming to? How long are you staying in the UK for, D-man? I'll be sure to meet you at whichever airport it is and give you a firm handshake. Yeah, honestly, given like the grey, blue, and red, that works as a livery. I think British Airways, this was done in Photoshop or something because it doesn't quite match the rest of the resolution of the image. But you know what? I like it. It doesn't look terrible. About 9 days. Also, I'll be landing in Manchester. Oh! Let me know how long you're going to be staying. If it's just going to be like you're there for an hour or you're there for like a day or two. Because if so, again, we'll have to suss this out. I'll come say hello to you, D-Man. It'll be nice to meet one of my biggest financial supporters. Oh no! Goes from pleasant to not so pleasant very quickly. That's I'm not sure that's how that's meant to be. If for a moment that it kind of looks like this carriage is trying to peek over the engine here. Like he's the younger sibling, or he's someone's sibling who's like, "Hey, what's that?" And the other sibling is climbing over the other one to see what's ahead. It's like a dog climbing onto another dog to see in front of it. It looks all... Oh god. That's some substantial damage too, because I'm seeing here there's a lot of carriage here. That's oh boy. Yee. The current plan is only to stay in Manchester for a few hours before getting a train and heading to Wales. But when I leave, I will have to return for my flight back. Oh, so you're going on a holiday to Wales. Lovely. Very lovely indeed. This is posted by Franco Crosty. That's not who the escalator's for, buddy. That's not who the escalator is for. Oh god, even he's trying to escape. He's been in the tunnels all his life. He wants out. Follow me, set me free, trust me and we will escape from the city. Oh dear. Bro wanted freedom, got stuck on the escalator. Let's go. Oh. That's not cursed, but it's one of those things that you don't like to think about. Like when you look at a saddle tank engine, like the tank can just be taken off like this. And it looks so weird when it's just not attached to anything. Like, if you've ever been to the Tally-Llyn Railway, by one of the halts, there's Tally-Llyn's original, like, saddle tank, its original water tank, that's just stacked on some bricks beside the line. It is completely rusted through. And it's so weird seeing it when it's not attached to an engine. Because you look at it and you think, oh, okay, it's the saddle tank. It's on the saddle. It's... Oh, no. Oh, no. This boy... Why has he got such a big nose? Am I weird for seeing this as just a great big nose? It looks like it should sound like the Minecraft villager. Hello. Huh. I don't... I no longer see it. It is not a villager, shake my head. It's like a lizard nose. It's Squidward. No, I don't know what it is. It's just got a big nose. Or a dragon nose. It's kind of like a dragon, but... It's so hard to explain. Other than it's just a big nose. It's just... How'd you like my villager impression, by the way? Let's keep going. Snake train. Kind of snaky, I guess. And girth. What? What? I'm not too sure on the layout. ToT, you should go work for Mojang to do voice villagers. You get to do nothing all day. I'd love that, actually. That would be great. I do want to be a voice actor at some point. But it's 066. I don't get why you'd make it like this and not say a tender engine. Is this meant to be used on like suburban lines or something? What is? I don't understand. Either like the rear part, or the front. No, it's got to be the rear part. The rear part's got to be articulated. There's no way this is going around corners easily. I don't understand this engine. Simple, it just doesn't turn. It goes straight forwards and straight backwards. If there's a bend, it's coming off the tracks. That's... Ooh. Great Northern Railway on the tender, but... Is this Photoshop? There's a weird quality to the image. Like, there's a weird smooth quality to, like, the boiler of the image. It feels like Photoshop compared to, like, the rest of it. It's weird. Oh, it's an American locomotive. Is that it? That explains it. If it's an American locomotive that's been modified. Oh, wow. It looks... I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's just how like the image is compressed over time, but like there's a weird grain to like the tender but there's a weird smoothness to the boiler, so it just felt like it's been smoothed out in Photoshop. But like, man, that is weird looking. And I couldn't place it because Great Northern Railway, so obviously it's British, but then like, I don't know, these bits at the front, it just felt like it should be Australian, you know, or New Zealand. There was like something was missing from it. X Workson and gloss, maybe. It's probably the gloss on the boiler, but man. This is weirding me out. I need to look at something else. This is starting to weird me out. And got fail roads online, which I'm gonna pay no mind to. Ouch, oof, owie, my mechanical bones. I think we've seen this one before on the streams as well, but we'll take a moment to appreciate. It's just... It's how it looks like it's just fallen apart. It looks like a Lego set that's come apart. I don't know. Also, when someone posted it with ouch, oof, owie, my mechanical bones, I just heard that in like... You know the Sonic fan dubs? The guy who does... Alfred, the guy who does Eggman? There's that one moment where it's like, my bones! I just heard it in his voice screaming like that. Just a little look into the inside of my head. Oh, no. I don't know what this is meant to mean. I don't know what this is meant to signify. So we're gonna move on. It was at a train show and it was melted. Oh, that's a tender. Oh, that's meant to be a tender. I thought that was a shoe for a second. I thought that was like a shoe that someone had like put Penn Central on the side and, you know, stuck wheels on the bottom of so they can roll along. No, that's just a tender that's melted out in the sun. Oh, it's so weird looking. Oh no. Oh god. A visual representation of the Penn Central. Sure it is, but this is... I don't know what elder god has been disturbed, but I will... I'm going to leave it undisturbed for as long as I can. Why? Did he... Is this something he's painted? Has that been painted on? Or is that one of those, like, amazing, oh, they've drawn it in the dirt bits of art? Because it's filthy at that end and filthy at that end, but in the middle I can't tell. Also, it's really ominous, just having a giant head staring off someplace else behind you. A giant old person's face as well. Joker trains. They certainly are Joker trains. Good grief. Let's move on. Is this another creepy face? No, it's just another American engine with British Rail livery. Which, again, I don't think looks bad. Like, the blue and yellow looks good. There's a reason British Railways went with that for their diesels. The blue and yellow looks fine. You're not doing good on these cursed liveries, folks. The Rutledge Mining Company. I think that... Oh no. The tender and the locomotive have become one in some kind of hideous The Fly-esque teleporter accident from the looks of it. Oh god. It's hard to tell because the contrast of this image is awful. But that's... Well, you don't want the tender to be that close. I'm all about making life easier for the firemen, you know, bringing the tender a little bit closer, but that's... Pullman sleeper car. I want to see what the artist had to draw, and if they drew it from memory. Because the wheels... First of all, no coupling at the front. There's nowhere for the carriage to couple onto. But also just the wheels and the frames look so goofy. Like that can't be what the frames and the wheels look like. That just can't be. I want to know what the reference was and why this looks so weird. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, it's deflating. Guys, it's deflated. Someone... Yeah, this guy here, he's just gonna pull like a little bicycle pump, connect it to a valve, and he's just gonna just pump it up. It'll be right as rain in no time. Oh god, how does that happen? How does that just crumple like a Coke can? Like a beer can, I don't know. Forbidden Anthem starts playing. Oh, it's that same picture that we saw before, but it's Amtrak instead of Canadian Pacific. It doesn't look terrible on that. Not great, but it doesn't look terrible. Oh. Oh, it's time to be a big shot. How would you like to burn in hell? I love Spamton. I goddamn love Spamton so much. This little fella just crawled out of a trash can and everyone immediately fell in love with him. The only thing, though, is if you've played the game, you know these three are moving to the right. They're moving forwards relative to them. Spamton is meant to be, like, going backwards. So this kind of implies that Spamton's just given up all pretenses and is just rushing Chris. Which I find even more hilarious. Oh, Lord. Now it's time to be a big shot. You know what? Instead of the Tugs theme, should I just play Big Shot at the end of this stream? Man, Toby Fox is just... Undertale's great, Deltarune's great, his music's great. There's that same damn engine again underground. Which, it looks weird underground. Like, you've seen it overground. It doesn't have like an... I'm not familiar, and it doesn't have like an underground design. If you know what I mean? Like, a lot of subway carriages have this kind of like rounded shape to them. This is just an engine. It looks weird to me. Also, for anyone saying that I shouldn't end with Big Shot, the music I used at the beginning of this stream was from Deltarune. It's the Thrash Machine music. So I could play Big Shot. I'll probably be fine. I can't tell if this is a picture that they've just posed for. I like this guy, though. He has a menacing energy to him that I appreciate. No, I'll tell you what this is. This is an image that goes hard. This is an image that goes hard. It was a video made by an idiot for a TikTok. The train is their stand. He's on his villain arc. He does. This man is scheming something. He is ready. I don't know what he is preparing for, but there is going to be bloodshed. Let's see, who decided building this was a good idea? Oh, let's zoom out, because this looks like... You know, we were mocking that engine earlier for like the 066. This is presumably the design that works, and it looks so weird. This 046, like... Oh, man. I can't decide. It looks so weird, but it looks so good. I don't know how to feel about this. Oh, God. I've never been so conflicted on something. It's got no cab either that makes it just all the weirder. I'm guessing this must be water tanks at the front. Because there's no way this would just extend and be more footing here. Oh, God. Is the carriage attached? I'm assuming so. I don't think it's physically attached, but it's coupled up, if that's what you mean. I don't know. It looks weird. I don't know if I like it. And this is in an... Is it meant to be the livery that's cursed? Because I don't like the, like, olive green. I've never liked this sort of colour. It's an army green, and I'm not keen on it. I don't like army green. Especially on locomotives. It just doesn't look right. Not cursed, but oh dear. It appears that this is the scrapping of some engines. Again, not entirely cursed, but it's... hot dang. Oh, there's just this great big hook just ominously there at the top of the screen. Oh, is it an E2? I'm about to say the front... I can't... Oh, it is an E2. Oh, that was an E2. This guy's happy. He knows what he's done. He's smiling and waving. He knows what he's doing. He is pleased that he is ridding the world of another one of the E2s. He knows he's doing us all a favour, getting rid of the absolute blight on Britain's railways that were the E2s. Yeah, I don't like the E2s. The E2s sucked. I made a video about it. Oh, you're sad the E2s were gone. Yeah, it's nice to preserve whatever engines we can, especially if they're one of a kind. But screw the E2s. They were bad at everything. So don't you cry. So if you're expecting me to cry about like, oh no, they cut up the E2s. Nah, I'm cheering. Get good. What else we got? Ooh. Oh, that is... Oh, that's a... What? I don't know if I understand what I'm looking at. What? It's a 2880, but it's a tank engine? But it's got like another funnel at the back? I'm guessing that's for like the exhaust steam out of these rear cylinders, but like, what? Oh, this is so weird. Thomas took the gas station pills. I think he took a lot more than that. Good grief. That is a big boy. It got the same amount of driving wheels as a big boy, that's for certain. God. Another one of these. With someone's going to have to point out what's wrong with this to me, but I'm guessing it's the livery. Looks fine to me, though. Russian railway livery. Again, given that a lot of American locomotives have had like a red and grey colour scheme, it doesn't look terrible. It works. We've had a lot of paint schemes that aren't meant to work, but do this stream, which is a nice change of pace. Oh! Okay, the image is at a weird angle. So I thought everything was like tilting to one side, but no, like the camera angle is just awful. I mean, you're not really supposed to drive dead ahead into concrete bollards, mate. That's not how you do that. How does it feel to have neck pain? That is just neck pain, the image. Oh. I'm guessing so that's what happened back there. Those are clean as well. Like, these are some well-maintained carriages. Good grief, that is damaged as hell. How it feels to chew 5 gum? What do you mean how it feels to chew 5 gum? What's this got to do with gum? Yeah. John Deere, but it's the 1920s. That's a traction engine. I think in Roblox. Good for you. SRZ class, but something is missing. I wonder what's missing from this. Oh, God. Please tell me that has a rear bogie. Please tell me there's another rear bogie back there that it's just missing. Because it looks like it needs guiding wheels as well. I'm assuming this is a shunter, so it probably doesn't go that fast, and it probably only needs to mooch around a yard for a bit. But like, it looks like it needs guiding wheels and trailing wheels because, good grief, the amount of horizontal side-to-side shimmying play. It's got a dumpy. Oh, nah. Sorry, forgive me. It's not missing trailing wheels. It's just caked. It's just absolutely caked up. You can approach that with a knife, cut yourself a slice, and that baby is like Battenberg the whole way through. A lot of sugar and a lot of marzipan are in that cake. What am I saying? What am I talking about? Guys, I think I'm losing it. I think I've actually crossed a line. No, you can't just say ain't a cake, it's a whole bakery. Bankussy. You can't keep saying these things. You don't encourage it. Oh no. Oh no. Bro's packing brain rot is away. I tap. Stop. Shaky Aunt Fanny vibes. Oh no, the brain rot's set in. Quick, call the Bond's name, James' name. American subway cars with Thomas the Tank Engine liveries. Oh God, please can we move on? Look at this, it's ugly. Here, point and laugh at the ugly engine. It's still got its foreskin on the front. Oh, why did I say that? Oh, no. Delete that. Censor it. Bleep it. I didn't say anything. Oh God. Oh, no. Oh, God. It's got a hood, is what it means. It's got a hood. It's got a hood at the front. Oh no. Should I just stop streaming at this point? I don't think we're gonna get... We're not gonna get any better, right? Oh God. Why do people watch me? Why do people actively engage with this YouTube channel? What is the point? Because I just keep blurting out just utter nonsensical crap. Oh no. This is what happens when Mike isn't here to keep me behaving myself. Again, another Photoshop livery. That's not safe. That's not something you should be driving. It's a car. That's the thing as well. This isn't just a locomotive, it's a car because it's got car tyres on it. It's just got these extra little wheels to keep it on the track. Someone woke up one day and thought, I know, I'm going to put a propeller on it. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, what happened here? The world's first fusion-welded locomotive boiler was built by Alco and installed by the D&H in 1937. The purpose was to reduce the internal corrosion, ease maintenance and cleaning, and reduce the weight without loss of strength. The white placards on the compressor guards over the pilot were not part of the restyling treatments. They were ICC notifications. She was equipped with experimental boiler. For 6 weeks after the new welded boiler was installed, she was tested outside the shops with a tall temporary stack. After the work was completed and went into service, the ICC inspected her every 3 months for several years until she was outside of freedom. Oh, okay. So I thought for a moment they were using this as like a stationary engine, but they were just testing the boiler, which that's okay. That's fair. It also explains why it's completely ramshackled in this picture too. I think we've seen this before as well. The New York Central Shay. Spoiler image. The Gamam 4122 engine, that's a Garrett, obviously. That's the weirdest looking Garrett I've ever seen. Very weird. Yeah, I think we've seen these before. The Wakanda locomotive and the Blue Ducky, which I like that name, the Blue Ducky. The wheel arrangement's completely fucked, but I like the name. I'm guessing that's another incorrect livery as well, even though it doesn't look that bad, which is fine. Might not be cursed. Oh, no. Oh, why is that... No. The thing is it doesn't look awful, but it looks wrong. It looks inbred. You know how you look like a pug or one of those dogs that has been bred as like a house dog or like, I don't know, one of those show dogs or something. And like it's shorter than it should be, its nose is flatter than it should be. Like, you know how you look at a pug and it, like, a pug just runs across the room and it's just because it can't breathe through its nose? Oh, man, no. Yeah, and the guiding wheels, they look like they should be another foot forwards. They're too far back. Oh, no. It looks like you've taken an A4, removed the trailing wheels off of it, and squeezed it like an accordion. Oh god, the tender! I just noticed the tender only has 3 axles. Even the tender is stumpier too. What is this? No. Yeah, now I've pointed the tender out, you're seeing it's awful. No. Bad. Pennsylvania Shay again. What? Why did you give it such a big tender? Why does it need such a big tender? It's compensating. What? How far is this engine going? I said Pennsylvania Shay. I apologise, New York Central. I apologise. They all become the Penn Central anyway, but still. The tender is longer than the locomotive. That thing probably makes up half the weight of the total train it's pulling. Good grief. Oh boy, a bunch of more cursed paint jobs. So that looks fine. I'm going on the... This looks fine. Not great, but it looks fine. Again? You've managed to pull it off. That looks okay, though. Not too keen on this engine. The white smoke deflectors and the white cap, no. Bad livery for this engine. Bad livery for this engine. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. That looks pretty good, actually. Oh. I'd be okay with the grey, but the red, no. Just this red strip in the middle of the boiler, no. That does not look pleasant. Again, that looks pretty good. I don't know where this railway is, but it's really overgrown, and I kind of like that. It's kind of a vibe. I like it. This is too clean, but if you got the lighting right, I'd say that would look okay. Oh god, no. Oh no. No, no, no. I'm sorry, but white does not suit steam engines. White, light grey, anything like that does not suit steam locomotives. I'm sorry. Why did you make the smoke box of this one blue? And they've done the one in the background as well. Oh no. Oh no, and the blue like steps at the front. Oh no. Nah, this is bad. This is bad. I don't like that. Now we'll go through, I think these, yeah, we'll go through these last two posts. You know how something just looks wrong? Like, yeah, conceivably you could couple one of these, like, locomotives between two sets of carriages, but it just looks wrong. Like, oof. Built different, built wrong, yeah. And let's go through these. I think a couple of these are going to be those, like, stupid concept AI, but some of them are real. Like this. Good grief. This is Norfolk and Western. I think that's what that says on the side there. And it's Action Train if acquired by Union Pacific. Oh god, that's a big fella though. That is big. And then there's just this guy on the top here. I love there's just like this prospector looking fellow on the top. Either that or he's like heisting this train. I don't know. John Henry. He's a big fellow indeed. I want to say this is AI generated, but I think the compression and like the quality of these people down here isn't. Yeah, and it's like the details like this clock breaking as well. It's not AI generated. Is it god-awful, though? Yes. If you look at this, if you paint this and think, oh yeah, that's steampunk, that's real cool. It's not. It's awful. It looks awful. If you look at this and think, I am a steampunk mastermind, why don't more people make steampunk stuff like this? I want to find you. I want to buy you a drink, pour it on you, and smash you in the face with the glass. I hate this. It looks awful. This, I don't know how to fucking explain this. You've got, like, two different set size of driving wheels. You've got, I'm assuming this is meant to be the chimney or exhaust or funnel or whatever you want to call it. that's low, which I don't understand why you'd do that. You'd put it as high as you can. There's another engine presumably behind it from what I can see. It's a city on rails. It looks to be some kind of city on rails. You're right, it is probably AI. It's the only reason I can think, because that looks god-awful. This, I think we've had this before. And again, it's... Hold on, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 18 driving wheels all coupled together. Stop making this stuff. It's awful. What is this? It's a battleship, but it's a train. It's not as abhorrent as the last two, I'll give it that. This looks like it's actually halfway practical to make. It's still awful. This... I covered this, I think, in my Kits and Still locomotive video. I might have. I might not have. I've slept... It's been a while since I did that video. But this is a steam and diesel-powered engine, so that's... weird as hell, but sure. Definitely need to do a video on this, because look at the size of that funnel. What else we got here? We've got... I think we've seen this before, which... I don't know what this is. I think it's from a game. I think it's something Games. Trifort Inc. No idea. And the last one, which is the Super Garrett, which I think we've seen before. Yeah, we'll finish off with these. Friendly Face engine, which is... the wheel layout's wrong as well, but I don't care. Behold, Fowler of... Fowler of what? Where's the rest of the engine? Oh dear. Union Pacific big boy. That is just a big boy. The wheel arrangement again is wrong, but that is just a big boy. That's the Flying Scotsman again. Incorrect wheel arrangement, but I don't care. That... I hate this. I hate this. But what I hate most about this is if you say, put the cylinders in the center and gave it some, like, actual, say, trailing wheels or guiding wheels, then this might actually be functional. That's what I hate the most about this. What I hate the most about this is this could conceivably work. And that upsets me. I appreciate the bruh on the tender. Just the squish tender that says bruh on it. I mean, yeah, an 040 with this wheel arrangement could work as well, so I'm not going to get angry at that. Oh, God. Oh, God, stop. But, no. No, I was about to say I'm happy to see Big Bertha, or Big Emma if you choose to call her that, but no. No, she doesn't need a steam tender. She was one of the most powerful banking engines in the country. No, no. I think she was more powerful than a 9F. Just built different. I hate... No. And we're back at the beginning. I will end it with... an 0220. I hate this. I genuinely despise this. I actually despise this. Is there no better feeling And there's this absolutely goofy Garrett. What I want to know is, conceivably, would this operate? Like, if... Oh, God. I hate it. We'll end it here. Any questions for the class? Oh, God. I don't like it. But that's the point. This is cursed trains, not, oh, that's kind of weird looking but not too bad. It's cursed trains. Someone says Train Killers. I'm not going to watch the Train Killers. One, because I'm running out of time. But two, because I remember watching that a lot. And it's got copyrighted music in it. And I will get this... It will get this stream taken down. I mean, I've already chanced it once with Disney. I don't want to chance it again. Will you do that weird Lionel movie on Discord with Mike and River? Yep. Oh, Dino Leaf, the quilt is going well. Thank you. Again, stream highlights. I need you to take a picture and show me in stream highlights. I want to know what kind of quilt you're making. I also have I've also procured a copy of The Lone Ranger 2013. And so what we can do is we might have a movie night and we might watch that. How do I request Mr. Electric to send someone to the principal's office and have them expelled? Well, what you got to do is you got to raise your hand and in the high-pitched, squeaky voice say, Mr. Electric, send this person to the principal's office immediately and have them expelled! Like that. I don't know when the movie night's going to be. It might be sometime. I'll have to figure it out. It's one of those, because I want to watch the movie with Discord. I would stream it on YouTube. But obviously I don't want to pirate a movie on YouTube. So, you know, I'd stream it on... We could watch it together on Discord. Legally, completely legally, I would like to clarify for any Disney lawyers who are watching this, we could completely legally... everyone has their own completely legal copy to watch on Discord, and we'll all watch it together, and we can all make some commentary about it. Completely legally. 100% above the law. Totally. Will you ever talk about American shop switchers, like the ones in the Union Pacific and Southern Pacific? I might look into them. If they're worth a video, I'll make it. Will you include Thunderpants on your watch list? I might. It's been a very, very, very long time since I've seen Thunderpants. Do you really want to get Disneyed again? If we watch it on Discord, because that's the problem. YouTube, they'll kill you. Discord, not so much. Streaming it on YouTube would genuinely get Disney to stick a sniper on you. Probably, yeah. Am I doing alright? I'm doing as alright as I can be. Train of thought, have you ever considered doing a video on the time a train raced a plane? I'll look into that as well. Most cursed memory from any stream you've done before. I'd have to go back and look over all the different streams, but I'm not sure I could remember a specific cursed memory. Maybe something that might be meeting God in Railroads Online. That's pretty cursed. When will you stream that? I don't know, but it'll be in Discord when I do stream. When we all watch together the movie. Dynaleaf, put the photos in stream highlights. I'll have a quick look at them now, actually. Where's this quilt of yours? Oh! Oh, are you going to make like a great big blanket and it's going to have that pattern on it? Because that's a very nice pattern you got going on there. I like it. Also, everyone's just posting stuff in the Cursed Trains, the stream highlights. I love that as well. Do the Railroads Online stream... The Railroads Online stream was the most cursed. It probably was. Are you getting over your brief insanity? I'm trying. Can you post the Discord on the community tab? It should be if you click the About, or if you click next to the Train of Thought logo, like my profile picture, that's where all the About stuff was moved to. Should be a link to the Discord there. Train of Thought, are trains edible? It entirely depends on what you define as edible. If you like to eat metal, then sure. Train of Thought, remember when you played Tracks Train Set game last year? If you still have the game, would you play it for next week's stream? Maybe. If Mike is here, if I can get Mike, because again, Mike is currently in England. So if I can get Mike up to Manchester, or I get the chance to meet him up for something, I'll see what I can do. Might just be a stream with River next week, we don't know. Again, wait and see. Train of Thought, if you and Mike meet at the right time, will you do IRL content together? I think I just said I would love to film something with Mike. Train of Thought, dinner is set. Go and enjoy your dinner then. Train of Thought, you need to do a stream all about stream highlights. Oh, that might be... I don't know. Okay. A stream highlight stream. It's very meta. Very meta indeed. Anyway, I think we're all caught up. Let us... Let me see. I don't think I have the audio to Big Shot on my computer, so I'm going to have to quickly open YouTube and play it off there. Fingers crossed we don't get an ad. Train of Thought, I get major Honeycast vibes from these. What do you mean? What's Honeycast? Is it like a podcast group, or is that like something I should know about? I'm scared. What do you think of the LMS? LMS was pretty mid, but mid in the sense that it wasn't phenomenal, but they weren't awful. Like, you had the LNER, which was constantly, you had Gresley constantly pushing what he could do with Steam. You had the Great Western, which was purely, like, economical and very forward-thinking. And then you just had whatever the hell was going on with Southern. LMS was just average compared to the rest of them. That's my opinion, at least. It's probably one of the worst takes you'll ever hear. What TF2 class do you main, Train of Thought? Engineer. Train of Thought, remember that Thomas livestream model from one Cursed Train? I kind of... Oh! I think it was the first Cursed Train stream. It ended with that weird Thomas... Like that live Steam Big Thomas weird thing. I remember that. How could I forget? I mean LMS, Locomotive Management Services. I don't know much about that, I'm afraid. Train of Thought, can I join the Lionel Movie Discord stream to talk about its production and Lionel Company in general? Sure. Let's see. Train of Thought, would it be rude or disrespectful to buy a steam locomotive for the purpose of a boiler? It depends what you're doing with the boiler. If you just want a boiler, it's probably a waste to buy a steam locomotive. You've got much cheaper options. But if you're buying it because you need that boiler as spare parts for another locomotive, a lot of railway preservationists do that all the time. Like, all the time. The amount of steam locomotives that are just frames. Like, you'll open Wikipedia and it'll say this engine has been preserved, and it's just a set of frames because it's been taken for parts. That's fine. Train of thought, when is your pole dancing coming? No pressure, of course. I'm looking to get... I want to do this properly. I'm looking to get a half-decent camera operator. I'm looking to get some good sound capture. I'm wanting to do this properly. Because I've studied film. I went to a film school. I know how you're supposed to rig up cameras, and I want... You know, if I'm... This is meant to be a big thing. You know, £1,000 in one stream. It's a big thing. So, generally speaking, I'm just wanting to make sure it's good. So I'll try and hurry it along, but, you know, I want to make sure it's good. Train of thought, the E2s are perfect at one thing, pissing you off. Nah, I'm not that mad about them, I'll be honest. Train of thought, remember the Cursed Train streams with Z-Dog, the evil milkman? It was the funniest stream ever, probably hell for you. Oh, I remember that. I drank, I think it was like the first Cursed Train stream I did. I don't know if it was the strawberry milk or the chocolate milk, but I drank like 1.5 liters of just milk. Oh god, my stomach was awful. Train of thought, what did you eat for lunch? I woke up at like midday, so a bowl of cereal was both my breakfast and my lunch. I've not eaten anything else all day. Train of thought, what is your opinion on the single survivor of the Challenger class being used as parts for the big boy? Oof. Not great. A shame, really, but hey, I guess that's what they've decided. They prefer the big boy. Big boy's getting it. Went through film school just to make a strip pole video. Maybe I did. You don't know. Can you make a video about the Raid McLeod or McLeod steam turbine locomotive? I'll do steam turbines at some point. How's your day been? Tiring. Train of thought, do you like Iron Maiden? What, if so, are your favourite song/album? Don't really listen to that much heavy metal. I'm more rock and roll. Like your AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, dad rock, I guess you'd call it. I'm just a dad. But I'm not a dad? I'm a dad, but I'm not. I'm big dad energy. Ladies, if you like dad bods, awful humour, and a guy with absolutely crippling, and I'm talking crippling intimacy issues, hit me up. Train of thought, if you could preserve 3 steam locomotives, what would they be? If you could preserve 3 locomotives, what would they be? Must still exist abandoned in operation. They must still exist to some extent. I don't know. There's too many. ToT, how much popcorn will be served during the movie night? It's bring your own snacks, I'm afraid, mate. Okay. If we are all done, I'm going to start calling an end to the stream here. Let me just bring up the music. Hold on, there's an ad, otherwise I would. Can we get a chat poll, Train of Thought? What for? I don't know. Hey, Train of Thought, please can you scream into the mic? No. Train of Thought, if you could remove all records from a single locomotive, what would you do it for the lols? if I could basically delete one locomotive from existence, what would it be? Flying Scotsman. When is movie night? You need some. I might need to cook some microwave minutes macaroni and cheese for it. You'll know. I'll post it in the Discord. We'll figure out a night. Train of thought about the Hurricanes thing. Search up. Oh, Ashley, and you'll find out. I don't like that. I'll do it after the stream. Train of thought. I make sure to brush you up on the Lionel knowledge for you, Mike and River. Thank you very much. Poll for our collab. Train of thought. If I want to collab, I'll collab. Everyone's sad that I said I'd scrap Flying Scotsman, but I'm mad. I'm mad. End off the stream by screaming into the mic. No, but I will play. Because after all, we are big shots now. We're not doing tugs anymore, it's because we're all big shots. I can't. Just get the stretches in. Man, I can't wait for the next Delta. I hope it's every fun. I appreciate every fun taking its time. Happy on a weekend. Weekend will make sense because that's when everyone is usually free. Also big shot. Yep. ToT to a train World West Somerset Railway Station Garden Street. That's an awful specific thing to do. There are two challenges. Turn it down and can't hear you. That's the point. It's the end of the stream. Turn it. You can't hear me. Oh God. Turn it down. Louder. You want it louder? I'll make it louder. That's fine. Help my ears. Did you try shell? I can't make it go louder. This is as physically loud as it will go. I mean, I think if I turn it up any louder, it's my actual physical desktop audio, and I don't know what that will change. Okay, silence. Oh God, no, never mind. My headphones just broke. My voice is at max. My voice is genuinely at max. Get a volume boost. Oh, sweet Jesus. My headphones are vibrating. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, hey, the song's pretty much over now. Hey, I guess that's the end of the stream.